I'm Star and welcome to my channel, Starlight 70. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. And if you are new, welcome, come on in. So today I was challenged by a channel. The channel's name is just Killy. Her name is Killy. She is a sweet friend. She is my sister in Christ, and she's also my DP sister. So she does love to diamond paint. It is new for her, just as it was new for me. Almost a year ago now, guys, is when I picked up diamond painting. And it's next month, but this month was the first month that I ordered my very first diamond painting. So anyway, I challenged her to questions and she challenged me back. The difference is she wrote her own questions for me. And so, excuse the flies, my goodness, I don't know where they come from, but they just appear. So I got the questions right here on my phone. So I will answer these. She said to be honest about my answers, and of course I'm going to be honest. And I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. So, number one, because some of these questions are kind of hard. So number one, what's your deepest regret? And my phone, of course, shuts off. What is your deepest regret? And have you or can you forgive yourself or make amends? Well, not that it was really a regret, but I did get married very young. I had 3 kids, so that was not a regret. I absolutely love my children. I had 3 girls, and but my regret probably would be how should I say this? So when I went through my divorce, I felt like a free, you know, because I did get married right out of almost right out of high school, and I think I was 19. I think I was 19 when I got married. Then I moved down to Belize with him because he was originally from Belize, and not that it was a regret that I moved there, but I saw things that I probably shouldn't have seen, and got pregnant right away. But anyway, so not to say that was all a regret though. I think the regret was how I lived my life after my divorce. Like I said, I think I felt free. I don't know how many of you remember the prodigal son, the story that Jesus told. Yeah, well, that was me. I ran away not only from my family, I ran away from God. I lived my life how I wanted to live it, and got into some really, really bad relationships. And so I think if I could take that all back, it would be that. Definitely would do things differently. Now, I might not have ended up the same person as I am today, though, if I didn't go through all that. But anyway, so I'm back. I asked for apologies, of course. I just said sorry. Not much else I could do. It's in God's control. And yeah, I went back to him. I asked for forgiveness, and I have followed him ever since, and I'm very happy with my life now. And I met a wonderful man, and yeah, God blessed me. God absolutely blessed me. But during the time that I wasn't following him, no, there was, like I said, I got into some really, really bad relationships and made some really bad choices and everything. And so that would be my deepest regret, is those choices I made. And did you forgive yourself? Yes, I forgave myself. I moved on. You can't move on in life if you don't forgive yourself. So I forgave myself. I asked for forgiveness. Like I said, I asked for forgiveness from God. I asked for forgiveness from my family. And yeah, we just moved on. If you could pick a superpower, so this is number 2. If you could pick a superpower, what would it be and why? Teleportation. So when I was a teenager, my dad and I would watch Star Trek. And you know how they went on those little pads and they could teleport from inside the spaceship into different lands? Yeah. That's what I wanted. I wanted that superpower. I wanted to be able to transport, and I still think today, if I could have a superpower, that's what it would be. Would be just to either blink my eyes, be like I dream a genie, or wiggle your nose like Samantha, and just be able to be in wherever you wanted to be. That would be my biggest superpower. And what is my superpower today? Well, I don't know if it's really a superpower, but it is a gift that God has given me, and it's patience. And I have a patience of Job. If you don't know who Job is, he is a man in the Bible, and there's a whole book on him. But he had bad thing after bad thing after bad thing happen to him. And he just had patience through it all. So I have to say, yeah, patience. Now, not to say my whole life has been bad, but I have sure learned patience through my life's choices to be who I am today. So, but yeah, I'm going to say patience is my superpower. Whew, those are crazy questions. Those are really, you got to think deep on these ones. What is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve is when someone is chewing with their mouth open. I can't. I can't even be in the same room sometimes. That's how big of a pet peeve that is for me. And chewing loudly. If I can hear you chewing, you got an issue. You're either chewing with your mouth full or you got too much in your mouth. So yeah, that, and talking with your mouth full too is another one. Is, well, can you please finish eating and then we will speak? Or take little bites and then, yeah, you can speak with me. So those are my pet peeves right there. It all has to do with eating and how people eat, but I think that would be my biggest pet peeve. And I think I get that from my mother, because she was very strict with us kids. We were to not eat with our mouth full. We were not to talk with our mouth full. And no, we were to eat. I mean, we weren't supposed to, we couldn't eat with our mouth, with our mouth open. We couldn't talk with our mouth full. And if we were loud, smacking our lips and everything, she'd let us know. So yeah, so that's still, yeah, my biggest pet peeve. It says, right now, what color are you? I'm pink. I got my pink earrings on. But what she means is mood and feeling. I am happy. Today is Sunday. Today is God's day. I watch my church service on Sunday, and I get really a lot of blessings from my church service that I watch. But yeah, overall, just happy, relaxed. My normal feeling how I wake up in the mornings. Very rarely do I wake up grumpy. There are things that make me grumpy, but waking up, I usually wake up in a very happy mood. You know, my husband might say different. But I think I wake up pretty happy in the mornings. Let's see. And have you ever filmed when you were feeling down, lonely, sad, or a dark color? I have filmed when I haven't been feeling well. So, as many of you know, I live in an RV. And when the wind blows, it gets pretty rocky. Now, I have a couple health issues, and one of them is an autoimmune disorder. So I have to be very careful with getting overheated. I have to be very careful with my balance. My balance goes off. So I get vertigo really, really easily. So when the wind blows, the trailer, of course, rocks back and forth. And yeah, I suffer big time. But I have filmed through it, and I think I did well. I think if I had a full episode of vertigo, no, I couldn't film. I think there was one time that I wasn't able to film, and that was the reason why. I was down and out and not feeling well at all. And no, I didn't film that day. So there has been, I think, the one day that I didn't film. I think I did a short that day, but I didn't put out a video. Like one of my regular videos. So that I'll have to say was, yeah. that was the dark color, I guess. Not that I've ever filmed when I'm lonely or sad. I get lonely for my kids, but I mean, I can phone them up and talk to them. Sad, I don't feel very sad very often, so I think that's the only time is when I'm not feeling well. So that's, and the outcome was, yeah, I just didn't film that day with that. So, what is your best childhood birthday party memory and why? There's a fly flying around here and it's driving me crazy. Wants my hairspray. Can't have it. What is your best childhood birthday party memory and why? Well, I'm going to have to ask my brother on this one, because I don't remember. I am a twin, so I'm going to have to ask him what his best childhood birthday party, because we always celebrated it together. So I think, yeah, maybe my best childhood birthday party memory is I always got to celebrate it with my brother. We'd have a whole bunch of friends over, and yeah, we just had a lot of fun with our friends. Never did anything extravagant. I lived on a farm, and so we would have our friends over on the farm. I think there was one time we went to the McDonald's caboose, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, so that would be my childhood memory for at least birthday parties, was I got to share it with my brother. But that could also, as it got older, being, well, I wish I had a birthday all to myself. But as a child, yeah, it was being able to celebrate with my brother. What questions can't you seem to find answers to? Well, there you go. Is what would be my best childhood memory for a birthday party. In your own words, what does love mean to you? Well, love to me is the greatest commandment that Jesus has given us, and is love one another as I have loved you. Now that is a big thing. Love to me is I mean, I love differently in my relationship than I love with my friends. When I say I love you, I mean I love you. It's a feeling that I have in my heart. And it's just, yeah, if you think of, how can I say this? If you think how, when I think of love, I think of Jesus loved me so much that he gave his life for me. Would I do that? Absolutely, probably not. I'm not going to say absolutely not, but would I give my life for somebody? I often think of that. Would I? I think I would give it for my children because I love them so much. I think I would give it for my family because I love them. But would I give it just to one of my friends that I love? I don't know. That's something that I've always questioned. If I could, would I give the shirt off my back if someone needed it? Yeah, probably. I would. Would I give them my last dollar? I don't know. Would I? I would struggle with that one. To be perfectly honest, I would totally struggle with giving someone my last dollar. And that's where faith comes in. And I would sure hope I would have enough faith to give someone my last dollar. But I mean, my husband and I have struggled with finances in the past. And we always seem to make it. And we've always seemed to have money aside to help others. So I mean, I guess what does I don't know, but that's all has to do with love. We just love one another. Love is patient, love is kind, it endures. Just I don't know, it's just a being. It's just how I feel. To me, love is just a feeling. It's an emotion, but it's much deeper than that. It's a connection. It's a connection I have with one another. And it's a connection that I have with my RV family. It's a connection I have with a stranger out on the street. It's a connection I have with my husband. It's a connection I have with my children. And it's just a whole bunch of different kind of loves, but it's all a connection. So I guess that's what love means to me, is a connection of how I feel, and of how Jesus has said to love one another, and how to love one another is from 1 Corinthians 13. So yeah, that's my answer to that. And that was a hard one, because love is such a wide spectrum, and I know people can just use those words and not even think about it. And to me, every time I think of, oh, I love you, I think of you. Jesus loved me too, so much that he gave his life for me. So I think that's what love really means to me, is how much that Jesus loved me. And so I try to give back even a portion of that love that he has for me. What is the biggest what if in your mind? What if? What if I could teleport? Where would I go? But that's not the biggest what if on my mind. I think the biggest, I have watched, now this is going to get political a little bit, but I have watched the Ukrainian war for months and months and months. And of course I watched the Israel war for months and months and months. And I keep up to date on what is happening over in the Middle East, as I do know in biblical times what's going to come at the end of times. So what if Jesus comes back tomorrow? Would I be ready? I sure hope so. So I think the what if is, what if Jesus came back? You know, is this what he's preparing for his return? Because it says that in the Bible. But I think too, the what ifs would be, what if Russia didn't attack Ukraine? Where would Ukraine be today? Would they have the support of NATO? Would they have the support of the UN? Would they have the support of the European Union that they're trying to get into? Would it have been a lot harder for them to get into those? Because now it seems that everybody's accepting them. Now, bad things have happened, don't get me wrong, but there's always a reason why things happen. And I don't agree with those reasons. I don't agree that another country should ever attack another country. We are there to be sovereign. There's a line there for a reason. Those lines have been there for years. Was it for Ukraine anyway, since 91? There was a promise that United States, and to me that's a promise. If you write it on paper, it's a promise. Even if it's in your heart, it's a promise. That Ukraine would give up their nuclear weapons and other arsenals that they had, and they would be protected by United States, by the British, I believe, by Russia, who of course is the ones attacking them, and I think there was another country there. But anyway, it's called Budapest. No, it was anyway a memorandum. The Budapest Memorandum. The Budapest Memorandum. That's a mouthful. So anyway, I think of what ifs in that situation, because a lot of people have died for no reason at all. To me, there should never be wars, but there has been wars since the beginning of time. Since almost the beginning of the Bible, there's been wars. If you read all of the Old Testament, it's war after war after war. And God led a lot of those wars. So I'm not saying that God is leading this war between Ukraine and Russia, but I think that Russia has a very evil leader, and he's a tyrant, and Russia is falling apart slowly, But yet I know that in the Bible with Magog and Magog that there's going to be this huge war, and Russia is going to be involved in it. China's going to be involved with it. Iran's going to be involved with it. So, because it's going to be the East against the West. And that's when Jesus is going to come back, and he's going to put his foot down, and he's going to land in Jerusalem, and he's going to say, he's going to come down on this fiery horse. You know, you look at pictures and him descending into off these clouds and all the glory. If you read Revelations, that's not how it's going to happen. He's going to have a fiery horse. His eyes are going to be on fire. And yeah, he's going to come down with his multitudes of his army, which are, of course, his followers, the ones that are in heaven. And yeah, that's what's going to happen when he comes back. And what if he comes back today? I think that too is the what ifs. But anyway, so to be definitely for the what ifs is, what if America would have got involved with Ukraine right in the beginning? I think I still have that what if America gets involved? What would happen? Would there be World War III? I don't know. I think there would have been a lot less deaths. Of course, it just wasn't meant to happen because it's not in God's plan. And so yeah. Oh, I don't know. Same thing was what if Israel left Gaza? What would happen? Would Hamas just take over Gaza again and it was just start all over again? I mean, for me, I know that Israel is God's chosen people, or is a chosen land. Of course, he's going to return there. I also know that the Jews are his chosen people. And so it said anyone that goes against Israel goes against me. So I'm definitely not going against Israel. Am I happy with everything that's happened in Gaza? Absolutely not. Has there been deaths that shouldn't have happened? Absolutely. And fortunately that happens in war. And same thing with Ukraine. It happens in war. The unfairness of it all. You have one army that's huge and another army that's not. You know? It's like the story of David and Goliath, right? So David had the faith and went out there with his 5 little pebbles and his slingshot, and he killed Goliath. You know, because he had God on his side. And so yeah, I really hope that these leaders do have God on their side. I think they do. At least I pray that they do. And nothing, what if we had different politicians? What ifs, the what ifs. Oh my goodness. I think the what ifs could be a very, very long what ifs, right? You could go on and on and on. But anyway, so my what if would be, what if America did help out Ukraine earlier? Would there have been so many deaths? Would Russia have backed down, or would there have been a nuclear attack? Would there have been World War III? I don't know. But if anyone from Russia is listening to me today, and you do support your leader, I'm not here to say don't, because I don't walk in your shoes. But for myself personally, let Ukraine free. Just let them be. They don't need to be attacked. They don't need to just take out your troops, go just off their land. That's all they're asking. Just step one over their border, and there will be no more fighting, and people would live. I think there's been like 500,000, at least I know, for Russia's side to have died or have been wounded. 500,000. That's, to me, is just crazy. And what for? What if things are different? Okay, so that's the biggest what ifs, I guess, was be between the what ifs of things that are happening. What if Jesus would come back? I think that's where it was leading to. What if Jesus come back right now? What if? What do you need most right now? Coffee. I need coffee. I haven't even made my coffee yet. So yes, I need coffee. But yeah. Needs and wants are two different things. I want a bunch of things. What do I need? Nothing. Really? I don't need, I mean, I need food, right? To nourish my body. That's just something I need, but I have that. I need water to live. I have that. But yeah, just right now, I need a coffee. If you could ask God any question and receive an immediate answer, what would you ask? My what ifs. When are you coming back? When are you going to save this world? That's my biggest question right there. If I could ask him anything, it would be, when are you coming back? I want to know. I don't want to guess. I just want to know, when are you coming back? Am I still going to be alive when you come back? So yeah, that would be my biggest question. I have a lot of questions for God. How did you create this world in 7 days? How did you do it? Was there dinosaurs here before or after you created? Because according to scientists, they were here way before. But according to you, the world was void. So lots and lots of questions. I could probably spend all day asking God questions. Yeah. And how did you shut those lions' mouths for Daniel? I want to know. How did you protect those 3 men in the fiery furnace, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? I want to know. You know. So yeah, lots of questions for God. But my major one would be, if he can answer me right now, it would be, when are you coming back? So yeah, so those are my questions, and thank you, just Killy. I tried to make sure that I did answer them all. So thank you, Killy, for thinking of these questions. I know you put a lot of thought process into them, or a lot of thought into them, I should say. And I did enjoy answering them. I did answer them as truthfully as I could. And yeah, if anyone else wants to have these answer these questions, please feel free. You can leave them down in my comments, or you can just let me know. I do have a Facebook, and I have a Messenger. So I should say I have a Messenger. I do have Facebook, which Messenger comes with Facebook, but I also have an email. So, but yeah, if any other channels out there do want to answer these questions, let me know. I will get them off of Tilly's description. Oh my goodness. Killy's description. That's where I got these ones from. And I will pass them on. They are hard questions. You have to think deep. But thank you for that. I enjoy thinking deep. And so yeah. Well, today was supposed to be a fun day, but it ended up to be a question day. So probably, if it doesn't, maybe tonight I'll do, let's see. My Sunday fun day turned into a chat Sunday fun day. But this was what I was going to work on. It's already like 30 minutes, unfortunately, but it is this one here. I'll just show you. Oh, and I'll also show you the progress that I've been making. So it comes, of course, with your little kit here, and then it comes with a little stand. And I paid $4.79 for this off of Temu. But isn't she adorable? So it's a little native girl. And I am part native. So she's holding a dream catcher up. She's got a shawl on. She's got her headband on. Absolutely gorgeous. Just beautiful. So I wanted to work on her. And it says, may all of your dreams come true. So I believe she is from the Precious Moments collection. And so, yeah. She is just adorable. And then her drills are right here. And she's got, I think, 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. She's got 11. So here's her drills right here. And my kitty just jumped down, so my apologies on that. So there you go. So what I'll do is I will kit her up today. That's all I was going to do, was just put these in containers and talk to you. But with these questions, I had to really concentrate, and I wouldn't have been able to do both things at once. Superpower, there you go. Do 2 things at once without any problems. Superpower, have 8 arms and be able to diamond paint a bunch of pictures at once. Or a bunch of canvases at once, because I want so many done. That could be a superpower, but anyway. So yeah, so that is what our project's going to be. And I mean, I could have a fun day any day, really, but it was supposed to be Sunday fun day. And we still need to do our love and light as well. So we're going to do this, and then I'm going to show you how much I've worked on my paintings this past week. And yeah, that will be our video. It is starting to get warm in here. I need to turn the fan on and get the air going. Even though it's still early in the morning, it still gets very warm. The sun is trying to peek out between the clouds. It is a little bit cloudy out there, and I can hear the wind. So it is a little bit windy out there today. All right. So shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And we did that one already, so I don't want to do that one again. There we go. Bathe in divinity. Bathe in divinity. And it says, his coming is as brilliant as the sunrise. Well, isn't that funny? I can't say this Habakkuk. I think it's Habakkuk. Habakkuk 3:4. I've always had a hard time with that book in the Bible, saying that book. But I think it's Habakkuk. But anyway, I just think it's funny because the Bible verse is, his coming is as brilliant as the sunrise. And now, yeah, it's going to be brilliant, all right. But it's funny that I just talked about that in my questions. The what if. And the one question I would be asking him. So I just think that's just God speaking. And yes, it's going to be as brilliant as the sunrise. And that's all I need to know. I think that's what he's trying to tell me. And thank you, God. He already answered my question. Unbelievable, but he just answered my question. So there you go. If you say, well, God doesn't answer prayers. And I didn't even pray. I just asked him. Not even praying, just talking to him. Well, Lord, when are you coming back? He says, my coming is going to be as brilliant as the sunrise. So there you go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, that was our message today. And then I'm going to show you what I've been working on. So I'm just going to lift you up here a little bit so I can grab my paintings. And put you back down. There we go. All right. So here is Sheba. She is on. You can see that. There she is. Whoops. And I have worked on her here. Oh, way up. So there she is. So I have worked on the flowers down here. Aren't they gorgeous? So all this is done here. I've started on her paw. And so yeah, that's as far as I've gotten on her. And so all this here is done except for this one little paw here, which I'll probably get finished today. And then, let me see if I can just grab this one. I just started on this one yesterday. Lay that one down. And I usually have my paintings hanging on my wall here. So, and this burger, this is that big burger, but I do have some cover minder sheets on it. But I have just started in the corner there, and you can see I got 3 squares done, and it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. See if I can just hold this back here, just so you can see the colors. But yeah, it's turning out really, really nice. Look at those colors and the shine. So, and that's my burger. It's a big burger. and it's got everything on it. I absolutely love burgers. It is for an event I'm doing for Mushy and her channel, and she was getting done for a bunch of different events. So events, if you don't know what that is, it's there are certain channels that I watch on YouTube, all diamond painting. But anyway, they are putting on events like Diamond Grandma, for example, has hers Feline Love. Then you have Miss Tita over there at Diamonds by Tita. She's doing Fabulous Flowers. And then Paint by Friends, or Paint with Friends, is doing animals. And then Bewitched Cat and Share a Shine, they are in together, and they are doing so DP Bewitched Cat is the proper name for her channel, and Share a Shine is the one that picked out jungle theme. So she is perfect for all those events, and so happy about that. And then yes, Mushy is having one, and the Mushy is the hamburger one. So I can't think of what her channel name is right now, so my apologies, Mushy, but I'll have them all linked to my description if you want to go check them all out. If you haven't subscribed to them yet, consider subscribing. Also, please consider subscribing to my friend Killy over there, Just Killy. She is so special. Like I said, I just love watching her. She is a blast. She's a hoot. She makes me laugh, and yeah, just brings me so much happiness when I watch her. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's been about 40 minutes already, and as you can see, yeah, it's starting to get sweaty. So I'm going to turn on my fan. I'm going to turn on my air conditioner. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to have a cup of coffee, and I'm going to watch my church program. I hope you all have a wonderful day today. Sorry we didn't get into our real fun day, but it was kind of fun answering these questions, and it was something different. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. So from my home to yours, I hope you have a most beautiful day. It is the day that the Lord has made, and let us just rejoice. And God's richest blessings. Mwah.